every fusion backing track, there's always one chord that makes you go,
Vincent, I'm on the intercom.
Don't worry, in this lesson we'll go from this to this. And it's in the first place all about how you see the fretboard. Just to make sure, if you're a stranger to arpeggios, they are the doorway into fusion guitar. Grab my free arpeggio guide description below and let's get into the lesson. So we'll be working with this backing track today. Kind of fusiony. It's F minor. You'll quickly discover you're happily in F minor, and this sounds. That's the moment where rock players be like, no! No! Here's the chord diagram for this lovely backing track. So I said 3 out of 4 chords you can think, be, live, improvise in F minor pentatonic, F minor blues scale, F Dorian. Although to be honest, over that D flat 9 you'll also notice a little bit of resistance of that chord against those minor scales. For this lesson I'm going to focus on that last chord, that B7, where you'll very quickly find that your F minor approach absolutely doesn't work. Quickly refresh, major chords needs the Ionian scale, minor chords needs the Dorian scale, dominant chords needs the Mixolydian scale. And the dominant chord is simply a chord where you see a letter like the B followed immediately by a number, B7, right? It's not B minor 7, it's not B major 7, it's B7. That's a dominant chord which needs a Mixolydian scale. And here again, if you know my channel, I'm pretty hard against the 3 note per string system. I see a lot of rock players then go out and use their 3 note per string knowledge, right? They know maybe a B7, all right, that's the B Mixolydian scale. So whatever they're doing in F minor, they're going to switch and see the 3 note per string system just light up. And I'll give you an example of that doesn't really give you good results. So I'll try this out. You have F minor, then the Mixolydian, back to F minor, B Mixolydian. Without any disrespect or judgment, my friends, but that's what a lot of rock players do and see, oh, it's a B7, oh, it's B Mixolydian. They see that 3 note per string system and they suddenly sound like a system. So what's a better alternative? What do all the pro players use? Well, they use something that's called the chord scale approach, meaning they'll see the chord first. So that's the first thing. We need to see B7s across the neck. So here's a diagram. Focus on the green dots, my friends. So B7, 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 and B7. Right? I know these 5 shapes, maybe not the most super fancy shapes you've ever seen, but these are like these kind of skeletons or frameworks for me to then see those Mixolydian notes. And then still, I don't really see the 3 note per string system as a complete system of 3 note per strings typically moving diagonally. I'm seeing these notes around, weaving through those chord shapes. So let's demonstrate that chord scale approach here on one chord. Let's take this one. Call this the 6R shape or the E shape. I simply see all those Mixolydian notes of B just around that chord shape, weaving through that chord shape. So right, I see it as one, my friends. The chord, the scale, it's really a very close relationship. So spend some time with that diagram so you can really learn how those B7 chords relate to B Mixolydian notes. And for my 3 note per string experts and friends, I've also highlighted kind of the name of the 3 note per string system or fingering that's close to the chord shapes. Theory without good vocabulary won't make you sound good, it's just theory. So for this week I've got 3 cool party shapes for you, meaning 3 cool shapes that live in those wonderful chord scale zones. I've got 3 mini solos for you using that chord progression and those party shapes to inspire you more. And if you're a Patreon member, you get tabs, backing tracks, guitar parade files, diagrams, you name it, and 2 other exclusive party shapes and mini solos. My friends, who's ready for a party? So got a B7 party shapes coming for you. 5R shape or A shape. I see the scale. That's the chord scale approach. And then I see this party shape also in there. Next B7. See the scale. I also see this party shape hidden, secret, years of experience that I know that works. Sounds wonderful over that B7, gonna immediately inspire you to play cool lines. Last one. 2 more on Patreon. Yeah, I'm teasing you for Patreon members, but this is your last one. See the shape, chord shape, and the scale shape. Then I see this party shape. To inspire you more, I've also promised you 3 mini solos where I'm playing over the entire progression. Neglect a little bit what I'm doing over that D flat 9. You can still play in F minor blues, no worries. Focus on what I'm doing on that B7. I'll be using those party shapes. I might use also a little bit of an arpeggio shape or arpeggio knowledge. You know, arpeggios are the doorway into fusion guitar, so make sure to grab my free arpeggio guide description below. Let's get into these solos now. Which is the key takeaway of the lesson, is you gain confidence over fusion backing tracks, which typically contain that one chord which freezes your fingers, gets you in a panic attack by using the chord scale approach. So go deep on this lesson, really visit those zones again, see how that chord, those B7s, relate to the Mixolydian scale, but then kindly inviting you to also do this with another chord, for example a minor chord, which rock players love. So map out 5 shapes that you like for a minor chord in the 5 zones, then figure out, work out how your favorite F Dorian scale and 3 string systems lay around that. If you got other systems or approaches that help you specifically dealing with those pesky chords that are surprising you in fusion backing tracks, please share it with us in the comments. And if you kind of love that mysterious sound from an F minor chord to a D flat 9 chord, really inviting you to go watch this lesson, which I believe is the very first real fusion song you could learn, you should learn, getting into the fusion world. Thanks for watching.